award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, TCA, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Live from Medina, Tennessee, in the campus of South Gibson High School, we've got region action tonight. It'll be the visiting Savannah, or actually they prefer to be called Hardin County Tigers from Savannah, Tennessee. Once upon a time I was coaching when it was still called Savannah High School. But Hardin County High School, the Tigers are 1-1 coming in to play the homestanding South Gibson Hornets, who are also 1-1. Both teams picking up their first victories last week, and it was Coach Seaton's first victory as a head coach for the Tigers of Hardin County. And I'm Coach Joe Holloway. I'll be bringing you the play-by-play, and Christopher Reasons and his great crew of camera people, replay people, etc., are going to give you a great broadcast tonight. We've got 27 minutes and 33 seconds and running on the pregame clock. We have had a small shower. Presently it is 80 degrees here and maybe dropping, but and they listed it as a thunderstorm. It was more like a light rain shower. That this field's in immaculate condition, so it hasn't stopped it. And there's still some light rain coming down here. So that could affect strategies and things like that happen. Of course, you are watching this game on the South Gibson High Facebook page, along with it will be sent to others. And you can see the coaches out there talking, going over a few of the niceties in the game plan as far as the officials, the rules, the ground rules. Yes, even in football, there's a few things that you need to know and point out. They tell you where security is and all of this if you need it. And we'll go through one of those meetings for you one of these nights. It's really an interesting thing to be part of and to hear. Good officiating crew on hand tonight. And as we see our team, but this is a copyright broadcast of Worthy Road Studios for 2024. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of the BallGame Blitz broadcast without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. This is a Worthy Road BallGame Blitz TV Sports Network production. And again, I will remind you, it is on the South Gibson High Facebook page. We'll be telling you the soccer team's been in action this week. Volleyball's playing today in Sevierville, and they'll play again tomorrow. But other high school teams covered by the BallGame Blitz Sports Network are USJ, TCA, and those broadcasts are on their high school's Facebook page. Union University, all home games, including volleyball, soccer, basketball, softball, baseball, and our good director, Christopher Reasons, has double-timed it today. He had to work at Union with some of their broadcasts, and here we are doing a wonderful South Gibson Hornet broadcast. Don't forget to subscribe to Worthy Road Studios YouTube page. Tell you what we're going to do. When we come back, we're going to take a time out here on the South Gibson High and BallGame Blitz Network. When we come back, we'll have a pregame interview with Coach Ben Johnson, the head coach of the Hornets.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been a trusted name in quality tires and auto care, proudly serving the Jackson community for decades from our Old Hickory Boulevard location. With tires, alignments, oil changes, AC repairs, brakes, belts, hoses, radiator repair, and more. King Tire Company delivers the expertise and reliability you can depend on. Visit King Tire Company on Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson today, where decades of experience meet top-notch service.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
At Rep Local Orange Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Replogle Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
For more than 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and dependable auto care. Our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson has proudly served the community for decades, delivering the excellence you've come to rely on. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. All tire sizes, ATV to light truck and beyond. Visit our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson today. King Tire Company, where long-standing tradition meets exceptional service.
Let me tell you about the American Dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton's Rug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
At the Willows, we believe that your loved one should feel at home. Our boutique assisted living community provides top-tier, personalized care in a comfortable and welcoming setting. With the support of trusted physicians, nurses, and staff, we ensure every resident feels cherished. Learn more at willowsofjackson.com or call 731-207-0686. That's 731-207-0686. The Willows, because family matters.
Beauty House Social, Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social. Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2 and 3 bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort and space in a gated community with smart technology, ADS security, and no maintenance. Short and long-term leases are available, so visit our website or call to schedule your tour today at the Summit in Jackson.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Live here at South Gibson High School tonight for the game between the Hornets of South Gibson and the Tigers of Hardin County. And Worthy Road Studios, the BallGame Blitz, and South Gibson High's Facebook page bringing you this. It'll be on a couple of other links, too. It'll be on the BallGame Blitz link. You can go to that on Facebook. You can also go to WNWS and click on their link for South Gibson High School. Tonight's matchup are the 1-1 Tigers of Hardin County going against the 1-1 Hornets of South Gibson High School. The only meeting in this series was won last year by Hardin County. And, of course, it was a 48-18 game, and we'll talk more about that one, and you'll hear in the interview. We had a great interview with one of the fine young head coaches anywhere in America, and that is Coach Ben Johnson, the head coach of the South Gibson Hornets. Let's go to that interview. Pre-game interview here with head coach Ben Johnson of the Hornets, an outstanding young coach. Last week we got back into the win column, had some outstanding performances. Your thoughts on last week's contest?
Yeah, I was very proud of our kids. Battled through some adversity in that game. I think we played a really good first half. Came out a little flat in the second half, and I don't think we played particularly well in the second half. But overall, I mean, it does feel good to get back in the win column.
Absolutely. And, of course, this week we've got a new opponent. This is region opponent, Hardin County. Your thoughts on Hardin County, and what are some of the things that we worked on in practice this week?
Yeah, I think this is, anytime it's a district week, I mean, there's a little bit of added emphasis on, understanding the implications for the playoffs. But, I mean, we're facing a good football team. They're a well-coached football team, disciplined team. I think it's going to be a good game tonight between our teams. I think we match up well against one another. So, our kids have had a good week of practice. I told them that. I think we did a good job Monday through Thursday preparing. So I feel like they're ready to go and understanding that it is a district week.
It is that region district combination week. This is an important game. We'll go ahead and put a little extra emphasis on. Last year, y'all finished 1-2, and it spurheaded your season. Even though you lost at Hardin County, the Hornets got on a roll and made the playoffs and finished second in the region.
We did, and a testament to our kids from last year. We were 1-2 at one point, and then, we're able to win 7 in a row. So, really a testament to them battling through adversity and losing some key players that we did last year. But yeah, they're the defending region champs, and that's what they are until someone was able to beat them. So, I think this will be a good battle. Yeah.
We're healthier than we've been in a lot of games going in. We picked up the normal bumps and bruises, but we didn't have anybody sustain any serious injuries last week.
No, just the normal bumps and bruises. I think it came out a lot this week about Gabe Lovern. One of our players is a senior, and he's unfortunately going to miss the rest of the year with an MCL injury. And he was a major part of our offense, defense. I mean, he was just a really good player with multiple Division I offers. So that's hard to. You don't just replace a guy like that, but you do it through committee, and you do it through multiple players that need to step up and play and, give guys opportunities. So, I think our kids have responded well to that. I mean, it's unfortunate, but, it's part of football, and it's part of life.
Well, you talk about people stepping up. Hal came off the bench, gave you some good runs there. Leighton Robertson started showing the promise that he's always had, and he had, I believe, 3 touchdowns last week. Mm-hmm. But you know what? We had some people perform on the offensive line. We just got to get a little consistency, don't we, Coach?
We do. We have done a good job, and I think we've improved in both games that we've played. We've got a couple. We've really got 4 new starters on our offensive line. We got 1 senior, 4 new guys. So they've done a good job of kind of gelling together, and working towards, success for them as a group. Last week we had, some guys, normal bumps and bruises throughout a game, but Matthew Howe did step in for us, play really well at running back, had, I think, 17 carries is what he ended up with. Jaden Reed, was running the ball a lot for us. And then Leighton, he has been very efficient for us running the offense, does a good job of managing the game, and he was able to get 3 touchdowns, himself. So very proud of him, proud of all those guys. For it takes a whole team. It doesn't take one player to win games. It takes all of them pulling together.
Most asked question. I ate at a couple of the restaurants here in Medina, down home in Jackson. They ask, everybody wants to know, what are the keys to victory tonight?
Well, I think special teams is a big key to victory for us. And you could probably say this in about any game, but, turnovers and takeaways. We need to win the turnover margin. I think it'd be big for us. We need to control the line of scrimmage, and I think special teams will be a big factor in this game, one way or the other. So if we can be good on those 3 areas, I think we'll be okay.
Coach, you got anything you want to say to the Hornet Nation out there, because they sit eagerly awaiting your words?
Yeah, we blessed here with a lot of support. A lot of people in the bleachers cheering, great fan support, community support. So really blessed with that, and I know that they'll be out again tonight with this being a big district game. So go Hornets.
Coach, thank you as always. I'm with you. Go Hornets. Let's get a win. And your band comes out. We'll see. They're going to do the national anthem. There was some question earlier when it was raining. But did you see we actually had a Hornet get into the picture there right in front of Coach Johnson and I, and we give you the best shots. We got that. If you get a chance, go back and watch it on the YouTube page of Worthy Road Studios, and you'll see that. We're going to take a time out, and when we come back, more information on this great region contest between South Gibson and Hardin County.
At the Willows, we believe that your loved one should feel at home. Our boutique assisted living community provides top-tier, personalized care in a comfortable and welcoming setting. With the support of trusted physicians, nurses, and staff, we ensure every resident feels cherished. Learn more at willowsofjackson.com or call 731-207-0686. That's 731-207-0686. The Willows, because family matters.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
At the Willows, we believe that your loved one should feel at home. Our boutique assisted living community provides top-tier, personalized care in a comfortable and welcoming setting. With the support of trusted physicians, nurses, and staff, we ensure every resident feels cherished. Learn more at willowsofjackson.com or call 731-207-0686. That's 731-207-0686. The Willows, because family matters.
Live from South Gibson High School, it's exciting region football, Region 6-4A. The two teams that finished first and second last year will be squaring off tonight, the South Gibson Hornets and the Hardin County Tigers. Other teams in Region 6-4A are Chester County Eagles, the Lexington Tigers, the Northside Indians, and the Southside Hawks. All of those teams, I believe, are in action tonight. And Lexington opens up their new field, but we are focused on this contest here. Like we said earlier, the two teams come in 1-1. Hardin County beat Giles County 17-14 on a field goal late in the fourth quarter and then held on. There was a blocked field goal. We'll tell you a little more about that later. Last year's meeting was won 48-18 by the Hardin County Tigers, but boy, did the Hornets, you heard Coach talk about it, and we went on a streak and started winning. Some players to watch, and there's more than just this, but they've got their 1,000-plus yard rusher, Jacob Saunders, the senior running back and defensive back. He's here for another season. Brody Ivy takes over at quarterback from Carter Smith, who's playing junior college football this year as he graduated. His dad was the head coach, new head coach, Coach Seaton, and he's going to do a good job. He was their defensive coordinator. Also keep an eye on a linebacker by the name of Parker Geralds. He wears number 31, pretty tough player. And the first game for them didn't go well. Probably not even as good as our game with Milan went. Both teams had a chances to win, couldn't get over the hump. Of course, Hardin County was 11-1 last year, lost to Marshall County. And, of course, we went on to the playoffs and did a good job. Coach Johnson and his staff, we'll tell you about some of the staff. But we need to have a senior spotlight here pretty soon. And I tell you what, let's do. while we get our bearings, let's take a short time out and come back on the BallGame Blitz and South Gibson High School Network.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
And we are back, and let's go very quickly to our senior spotlight player. Had a big game last week with 3 touchdowns. Did a great job passing. We'll go over some stats during the game and during this. But Leighton Robertson, he's a senior. He's number 7, and you see a very good shot of Leighton. He's a senior. His height is 6 foot, weight 175. Of course, he plays quarterback. His parents are May and Ashley Robertson. He was born back in 2007. He just plays football here, but his favorite sports and teams are the Tennessee Vols. His favorite sport, football. He also likes the Miami Heat. His hobbies are hunting, fishing, hanging out with friends, making money. Favorite class, he's a good man after my heart. He likes economics. And his favorite teacher is Coach Witt. Favorite food is Mexican food. After high school, he wants to get a real estate license and major in business. He's interested in the University of Tennessee. And, of course, he's got a lot of fond memories. The team camp is one of them. A fun fact, I'm really good at spike ball. Wow. And academic honor. He's got a 4.0 GPA, and he will get some athletic honors. He's had them in the past. He'll get some new ones here at South Gibson High School. We are proud to have him. You see that great picture of Leighton. We are awaiting the arrival of the Hornets. And, of course, with that, you saw the picture of the seniors. And a great picture. Of course, we've had Hayden Lucky was our senior spotlight last week. We're going to get all the seniors in here. And I know my buddy Seabass that's doing the red zone would like Hayden. I'm going to bring one thing up about him. He likes the Colts and the Vols. Now, Seabass would love that he likes the Colts. I don't know about the Vols. Seabass is not a big Vol fan. Starting to see the appearance of the South Gibson captains. And, of course, you're pretty well sure of who those young men will be. And don't forget, we will tell you about our wonderful cheerleaders here in a few moments. We'll have some pictures of some of the things that they do. And let's see, tonight, Nathan Wallace, of course, number 20. 65 is Wyatt Oliver, the senior center. Some people say pivot man. Also number 4, Jaden Reed, a junior. And it should be 77, but I'll check my numbers as I get. And, of course, you know who that is. That is Brother Smith. And you know him better as Parker Smith. And that is the captains for the Hornets, and I'm searching if you wonder why the hesitation, and I'm starting to get 57 and 70 for Hardin County, or 2 of them we have picked up on, and I'm going to have to find out who, or is that 67? It's kind of been up, 67. It's got to be Tayshawn Johnson, the young man that blocked the field goal that preserved the victory. Hardin County has made their appearance. Number 70 is Garrett Sipes. 22 is Jacob Saunders, and 3 is Brody Ivy, the quarterback for them. And we are waiting the appearance of the Hornets. Late filing in crowd. Our crowd showing up a little quicker. The Hardin County, I can still see people coming in from the area that they would enter the stadium from. And the excitement builds as people await the appearance of the Hornets. And while we are waiting for them, of course, the cheerleaders are down there in the end zone. Seniors, Avery Bridger, Wesleyan Smith, Aubrey Bomar, Ava Grace Thomas, Kayla Gardner, and Elizabeth Kirkbride, the juniors. And you can see the Hornets, and you can see the people getting excited about it. There's our Hornet captains going out, or getting ready to go out. The officials, 2 of them will walk them out. 2 will walk the Hardin County quad captains. A lot of people used to just use tri-captain. Now the tradition is to have the quad captains. And the entrance of the Hornets will wait for the coin toss. And let's see if we can focus in on that coin toss. The captains will shake hands. Good sportsmanship, one of the points of emphasis this year. And we will see if our on-the-field camera can pick up the coin toss.
Game day meal sponsor brought to you by Mark Murdaugh. Hornets win the toss.
We would like to finish.
As you can see, that South Gibson has won the coin toss. They'll be traveling right to left on your screen. The Hardin County team will travel from left to right. And we are just moments away, and we are just about to pick up. The captains will go down there. The Hornets with their flags will lead out there, and an exciting come on the field by the Hornets. And even at home, you can still stand up and cheer. And Hornet fans starting to rise up. And we are just seconds away from the entrance with 1:40 and counting on the clock. Chuck Hutton Nissan will bring you the replays tonight and also the first downs. And here come the Hornets. The band strikes it up, and it's exciting. It's football time in Medina, Tennessee at South Gibson High School. And Coach Joe Holloway, I'll bring you all the play-by-play here. And we will adjust our charts. And I probably am going to have to go into my phone. The kicker is an exchange student for Hardin County. And let's see if my notepad has that note in it. And I don't think it does. Now, the kicker is supposed to be, and we'll double check it, Akitsa Urusha. Akitsa Urusha. He is an exchange student. He kicked his first extra points and field goal last week that he's ever, because he's not played football. I believe they said his mom may be watching in Spain. And he wears number 80. 2 people back. Looks like Brady. They're going to kick away from him. It'll come down to Cade Beaver at about the 21. He gets it across the 25, the 30, the 35, breaks a tackle, gets close to the 40. It'll depend on where the spot of the football is for where we start. Very important to hold on to the football tonight. A little bit of wet grounds. Got to get using still another new score sheet, as they don't make my score sheet anymore. But we're going to start on our own 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Tigers look like they'll go with 3 down linemen. You stand up now, it's 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. Man coverage with a 1 high safety, though, if you want to call it that. We miscommunication on the first pass. So it's 2nd and 10, ball on the 40. Leighton Robertson, your quarterback. Plays being signaled in to him. Looks like we'll have a slot left. Now Beaver will shift. Reed in the backfield. Fake. There's the quick pitch to the right. And it's going to be close, and I believe he's got the first down unless they spot the knee back some. So we'll call it a gain of 11. And it may only have been 10 right on the nose, so we'll change that. That did get the first down. Young comes to this side as a single receiver. And remember, those first downs are chucking now into the neutral zone. Let's see if they were drawn off or if they got in there anticipating the count. It'll be a 5-yard penalty against the Tigers. They're first. Be 1st and 5 for the Hornets. It wasn't that neat the way the Hornet got into that picture of ours. That was a live one, too. Coach and I didn't get stung. Ball on the 45 of Hardin County. Press coverage over here on the side. Now they back up after they show that. Reed into the line of scrimmage. He's going to get some tough yards, getting some tush push or the Philadelphia Eagles push and trying to steal the ball. And this is a crew of very aggressive young men down there. Their coach, head coach, is a former defensive coordinator. Carter Pigg was trying hard to steal that one away. Pickup of about 3 for Reed. Be 2nd and a long 2. Pull the guards, but we're throwing outside. Nice catch by Young right at the stake, and I believe he's got it. He got about 3. And he did get 3, and another Chuck Hutton Nissan first down. So it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Young with the catch on that one. Slot to the right. Wingback Beaver is here to the left against the 4-man front. It's a 4-3 to Young. Young wanted to break a tackle. He made the catch after a jarring hit, but he'll get down to about the 35-yard line, so a 4-yard pickup. His second catch, 7 yards total. Say our great offensive coordinator. We'll tell you about some of our coaches at halftime. We told you about 2 last week. Of course, our head coach is Ben Johnson. See Ruddle matched up man-to-man with Young over here. Spring to the right. A good block by Reed. The ball in and out of the hands of the usually sure-handed Cade Beaver for an incompletion. So 2 for 3 passing, I believe. Yes. That's going to bring up 3rd and 6. Possession down unless you want to go. We go trips right. See Beaver over there. I do not see the other. Young is a single receiver in motion. So 5 people. We didn't get the block on the tackle, but Leighton Robinson takes off just like he did last week, running hard across the 10, and there he is down by number 7, Cliff or Gabe Eliff. Let's check for flags all the way from the 35. And here comes a Chuck Hutton replay. Watch this. And we didn't get that tackle blocked of theirs or defensive end, but Robertson with the run. So a nice pickup by Robertson, his first time, and that first down by Run. It's 1st and goal from the 9, and that makes it a long way to go. Slot right. Linebacker shift, almost in a stack. We pull the guards. Of course, they've got our guards covered, and that's tough because if they get in the hip pocket of our guards with those tackles, it makes running very tough. This was Reed on the carry towards the right side. You'll see the Chuck Hutton replay. They stacked it up, and again, the outside man on their defense, and that looked like 6 playing off Chris Kinney and getting in there for some action. Now, actually, the way they spotted it was a loss of 2 yards. So it's now 2nd and goal. Well, loss of 1. Let's correct it, Coach. Get your math right. Trips right again. 1 receiver wide to the left, out by the markers. You'll see him. Reed in motion on the circle route. Some people call it a wheel. Good catch by Young. He keeps his feet pumping, but it's going to bring up 3rd down. He'll get 5, maybe 6 yards on that completion. Let's see how they spot it. We're going to give him 6. 3 catches, 13 yards. 26 yards for Layton. Okay, Robertson will bring them up to the line. 3rd and goal from the 4. 7:25 to go in the first quarter of play. Hardin County and their white with maroon numbers. Hornets in their black jerseys with the white numbers and orange helmets. This is a version of and they were going to run on a Wildcat. Reed dropped the football, and he'll lose a couple of more. That's going to bring up a big 4th down. Decision time, but I'm sure we'll go for it because every score is important, although we're very capable, although I'm going to eat my words. Looks like the field goal unit is going to come out for us. Layton Robertson to hold. Max McGowan kicking. Last week, Crowell did a great job kicking. Ball on the 7. It'll be a 17-yard field goal. The kick is up. I thought it got inside. Let's see. Well, there is Laundry on the field. Offsides against Hardin County. Half the distance to the goal. Could that change the decision? And here comes the offense back out there with it going to be 4th down. And that'll put the ball on approximately the 3.5 or 4-yard line. Nose of the football not far from being even with the hash marks that indicate 3 yards. This is Reed and the Wildcat. The snap's a little high to him. He's going to try it. He's stacked up. Hardin County got good penetration, and number 73 for them got in there and stopped the play, and the ball will go over on downs. That was James Dennis. Failed on 3rd down conversion and on 4th on that one. And Hardin County will come out, and they've got a high-powered offense. Missing Carter Smith a little bit, but Brody Ivy, as he gets more snaps and more experience, is going to be a very good one. He's a senior. He's carried the football a lot, but they want Jacob Saunders to handle the ball. Saunders, and I may have said Sanders earlier. Can't read my own handwriting sometimes. Saunders carried that first one. Pickup of 1. They got the football. They took it over on their own 4-yard line. First quarter action between the Hornets and the Tigers. This time we let him get outside. He's dangerous. He bounced it outside. He's got a long run. Only one man's got a chance, and he held up trying to juke him out of there. But unfortunately, Jeter stopped him after. We'll get the gain. Here's the replay. See how he bounced it outside. We lost contain. That hurt us last night in the freshman game some. "59-yard pickup, and this is the reason that young man's a 1,000-yard rusher. Saunders goes in motion. Dropping back, Ivy over the middle. Let's see if the receiver held it. And I believe he did. And that one goes from the 34, and that's 2 first downs very quickly for the Tigers. "11 is your H-back, Smith. He can also play these listed as a tight end. 20-yard pickup on the pass play. Throwing out, complete to Saunders. Saunders moving the football down close to the goal line. He'll have another first down. So Chuck Hutton, Nissan first down. Boy, the Tigers have, after Saunders bounced that one outside, have struck with a vengeance. Looks like White, who has speed, is to the far left. The H-back to the right of the formation. He's shifting. Movement. Let's see if they were drawn off. Illegal procedure. It'll cost the Tigers 5. 13 yards in penalties for the Tigers right now. 3 penalties. 2 of them the 5-yard variety, 1 a half the distance to the goal. They'll stay with the same formation. Let's see if they change their play. 3 is Brody Ivy, the senior. Jacob Saunders in the backfield with him. They give to him straight ahead. A forward wall, a lot of Hornets in there on that tackle. There's first and goal from the 8. Let's see where they spot the football. Gain of 1. Be second and goal from the 7. They bring White to the right with a slot man to his side. Sprinting out is Ivy. Ivy looks into the end zone, and that pass is going to fall incomplete. Big third down coming up, 3rd and goal. Single receivers to each side. Ball fumbled. Brody picks it up for them. And again, let's all meet at the quarterback. A lot of Hornets in there. I see Cade Beaver. He was just one of several. And now you get to see the young man that actually won the field goal for him. The ball will be placed down on the 7, it looks like. Holding is Ivy. Remember, he's the quarterback. It's down. It's up. The kick. And the official says it's good, and the Tigers lead it 3-0. Let's take a timeout on the Hornet Network.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
And Akitsa Arush, I hope I got it right. If I mispronounced, he'll kick off. He just kicked approximately a 24-yard field goal to get the scoring open. The Tigers lead the Hornets with 2:28 to go in the first quarter, 3-0. I think Brady one of the deep men, but they kick away from him. This one going to the side, and a directional kick. Beaver's going to pick it up, bring it back towards the bench, cuts up the middle of the field. He'll get across the 35, and the second possession will start somewhere around the 37-yard line of the South Gibson Hornets. Just over it, we'll call it the 36 for the second drive. First one got all the way down to the 4, and a penalty got it to the 4. We thought we could get the yardage, but so they took the points off the board, and it went over on downs. Nice drive. Let's see if they can incorporate and have that same drive again. Hornet football, second time in the contest with a slot here to the right, or left actually, and they throw. It'll be a short gain because he had to come back and meet the football. That's good you did. It's good fundamentals, but the Tigers very quickly on top of it. Gain of 1. .151 and counting. Young comes out. He is the on the scrimmage wide receiver. Wing back goes in motion to his right. Robertson keeps it. Ran a little east and west then, and not much going that time. Linebacker scraped up in there. Good job by Hardin County. It's going to bring up third and about 8. Third and 8 play. Robertson sprints right, looks, goes down the field, just past, and there may have been some interference. The official didn't judge it as interference. There were 2 backs back there, but the progress was impeded then by our wideout, so that goes as an incomplete pass. Four for 7 passing for Robertson. It's 4th and 8 at the 38, a punting situation. Robertson handled some of the punting last week. Let's see who is back there this time. It is Robertson. 3 men to block in front of him. They'll cover our wideouts. That one may have got partially tipped. I'll have to wait for the replay. It's not going to get much yardage at about the 48 of South Gibson. Let's look for the Chuck Hutton Nissan replay and see if that ball got tipped. Not where I could tell, but the punt, and we've got to find the punt. This is new sheet. So 1 punt. For about 16 yards, and Hardin County, who likes to strike early, and Quick brings White to this side. He's got a slot man with him. There's a wide out to the far side. They fake and keep. That's Ivy, the quarterback, who is a strong kid. He breaks 1 tackle and goes forward to about the 45-yard line. Good piece of running by him. He hit the hole. 1 tackler had a hold of his jersey, but he's going to be finished off by Jaden Reed. Pickup of 4. Ivy's got 5 yards rushing on the night. 20 seconds left in this first quarter play. Powers to the right. It's a pass play, though. Single coverage out there. The receivers got him beat, but Weave played it perfect. Interception. South Gibson running with the football down the right sideline, picking up blocks. And let's see, there's something on the field. I don't know if it's a flag or not. I believe it is. It'll probably come back, but the interception holds, and that was good old number 24 for us. That is the one and only Dre Scott. Scott with the interception. Let's see if, well, that may just be a piece of paper out there. They'll talk it over. That's the end of the first quarter with the Hardin County Tigers up 3-0 on the South Gibson and BallGame Blitz Network. Let's take a timeout.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
We are back. They kind of shorted us a little time on that, but that's okay. Robertson pass on the look in, or slant if you prefer, completed. And that looked like that was number 23, Matthew Austin. Austin for the first down. That was his first catch, actually, or we'll see if it was. We, like I said, using a new stat sheet. The rain is falling a little harder now. Here's Austin in motion. The give, Jaden Reed bursts through there, moving like a well-oiled machine all the way from the 39 down inside the 20, about a 20-yard pickup for Reed and another first down. Hornet offense looked very efficient. The blocking was very good that time by the forward wall. I didn't check to see who all was in there, but I know Oliver's at center. Parker and Jack Smith are guards, along with Faust and Pascal. In motion to the left, the jet sweep. 2 blockers out there in front, but somebody slipped a block, and it's starting to get wet. And I thought that Austin might have had some yardage, but unfortunately the wet ground kind of held things up. No gain that time. You'll see a replay. 2nd and 10. The ball is on the 20. So I had the spot wrong a minute ago, but it was still a nice gain on the run by Reed. 10-15 and counting. Hornets in the black uniforms, or black jerseys. The white jerseys belong to Hardin County Tigers. A little shifting going on. Wing right, slot right. Here's Reed trying that right tackle. That C gap actually bounced down there. It was supposed to go into the B gap, it looked like. He'll get a couple of really tough yards. Reed actually, the way they spotted, only 1 yard out of that. Well, now they give him the 2. So 23 yards rushing. Young to the far left. They'll send the slot man out there to the left. There's Trips, and there goes the man in motion. 4 receivers trying to pull those guys off, but 12 had a bead on our quarterback, Robertson. 12 is Hunter Adams for them. He's one of their linebackers. Pickup for Robertson of a couple. It's going to bring up 4th down, about 6.5. And we're going to try a field goal in the rain. This is not easy. You got approximately 1.3 seconds to execute. The snap has to be good. The hold has to be good. Kicker has to keep his head down. McGowan to attempt the field goal. He drilled it. It is good from approximately 35 yards. McGowan. And that ties the score up at 3-all. We'll take a timeout on the South Gibson High BallGame Blitz Network for more messages.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
And the points come off the board. There was a flag on Hardin County. And it is on the keep out of the Wildcat to Reed. Rugby scrum, and just name anybody and you probably get somebody that had a piece of the action. Did advance the football from the 10. It is 2nd and goal. And that was a 5-yard pickup. Young goes far to the left. We'll have slot right. Playing more like an H-back. We have an H-back with the pistol. The give to Reed. He's dancing. He keeps those legs turning. Will he make the end zone? The officials have not given a signal yet. They have in the corner, and I didn't see it, but it is a touchdown. South Gibson and Jaden Reed of 5 yards. So now it is 6-3 with the all-important extra point to be tried. McGowan will kick that. He's been busy, but nothing is counted yet. Low snap. Robertson gets it down. It looks like it is. Boy, the signals are not good, but it's 7-0. Field goal is good. Let's take a timeout now on the South Gibson Network.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Great drive by the Hornets to take the lead 7-3. That's 2 field goals, but you know McGowan's pretty sure, and he will handle the kickoff chores from the 40. It'll be put equidistance between the hash marks. Saunders, the deepest man for the Tigers, and they really want him to field it. They have 3 men about 10 yards in front of him. Kickoff coverage, not slipping, staying in your lanes. Disciplined football with it raining like this. Directional kick like we did last week. See, that's how wet it is, but nice job by the Hardin County young men to fall on it. And that looked like White, the wide receiver that fell on it for them. White does a good job. He doesn't have a lot of action tonight. That was Lamarion White. Ball on the 29 of Hardin County. Boy, this game, not a lot of scoring in it, but the possessions, 2 possessions apiece. Hardin County gets the football in the second half. Ball, there we go with those fumbles and stuff. And looks like Gad in there, and he was quick to the football, tackling Brody Ivy for a loss from the 29 back to the 24. It'll be second down and about 14 and a half, maybe 15. We'll call it 15. Elif here to the left, slot right, low snap again. Saunders dancing, but I see different people in the backfield for us, 51 being one of those. That young man is Nathan McCaig, but he had help. Let's watch the replay because we had other people in there too. The initial hit, though, was by, looked like Parker Smith. It was either he or, because they were turned sideways, Caden Allen. And Saunders loses a couple of yards. Ball passing down, and the receiver and the quarterback did not read the same thing. So incomplete. It'll be a punting situation for the Tigers. It will be interesting to see how this looks like Beaver back. You may want to just let it bounce and roll. Trying to catch this wet football. It's a nice punt. Beaver wanted to fair catch it, got out of the way. And it's going to be down at about the 31. 43-yard punt, and in the rain like this, and it is a hard rain now. So the Hornets take over, 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line. Hornets leading this game 7-3. Possession of the football, holding on to it, wrapping it up because it's slick. Reed in the backfield. It looks like Robertson back there. We got a wing right. Reed changes sides. We did not get a man blocked, and he turned it back in. Now, some other young men like 77 for them. That's their big tackle. And he is a load. But it was turned in. The young man that wears jersey 6 is the guy that really, that's Caleb Murphy that made the finish on it. Dre Scott out here to the right by himself. Single covered to Reed. And they had good penetration again into the backfield. There'll be a loss on the play. Loss of 2. Third down at about 12. Ball's on the 29, wide side of the field to the right. Two men in the backfield. This is actually the pistol here with 2 tights. Reversed out, handed off to what would have been an L back. That was Reed. He's going to get some yardage, but he won't get the first down. He'll get from the 29 down to about the 34, so a pickup of 5. It'll be a punting situation. 4th down. Robertson will, let's see if he's doing the honors punting. 4:04 and counting. 4th and 6, ball on the 34, 7-3. South Gibson leads Hardin County. 2 gunners as wideouts, 3 blockers. Everybody what used to be called the radar defense. Here's the rush, and here comes the run by Young, and he's going to be grabbed by the top of the jersey and spun out of bounds, and football will belong to Hardin County. And he probably didn't have a chance to get that punt off anyway. So Young loses about 2 yards. Ball will be taken over on the 31 by Hardin County, and that is the South Gibson 31. Not a good place to have it with a high explosive offense. So it's up to the defense at the 3:33 mark in the second quarter. Pistol formation. It's a pass. Brody's going to keep it. Brody Ivy, that is, and he is running, making people miss. He's across the 20 to about the 18. So a pickup of about 13. And a first down. Well, it's coming back. So I get to correct my holding call. That'll be 10. $33 yards in penalties unofficially for Hardin County. Brody Ivy, their quarterback. We flip-flop, strong side, weak side. They give to Saunders. Saunders breaks with a tackle at the line of scrimmage, comes through there, and it looks like Gadd made the tackle at about the 36-yard line. Brings up second down. Still looks like 15 or 16 to go. The clock says 15. We'll have to trust them with the rain. It's coming down pretty good here. You're getting a good picture at home, and I may need to watch my monitor rather than the game. Saunders in motion. He's going to run, some people call circle. We got good pressure, great pressure. Quarterback sack at about the 39 or the 40. McCaig was one of them in there. And that may have been Jeter with him, but a great play. And a loss. That puts the ball on the 40. It looks like about 3rd and 19. The rain steadily falling. This wasn't supposed to get here before 8 o'clock, and I think it kind of beat 8 o'clock, must have sped up. We had some light rain earlier. Slot right by the Tigers, single receiver to the left, the pistol formation. They send the man in motion from the left. Dropping back, here's the rush coming on, and Cade Beaver gets him at about the 50-yard line. And Cade Beaver was shot out of there with a vengeance, a loss of 10. And that'll bring up 4th down, and that Uber ride or the $2 cab ride that I know some people didn't understand. That means it's a long way to go for the first down. Got to get down to the 21 from the 50. There's a timeout on the field. Let's take a short timeout here on the BallGame Blitz.
Hello, Medina friends and family. I'm Sammy Gilley, and I am your candidate for mayor of Medina. I am a conservative Christian with a proven track record as a leader. I've worked in public service in West Tennessee and Medina for 20 years. In those 20 years, I have gained the knowledge and relationships needed to be the leader a growing city like Medina needs. Through a community-oriented leadership model, I plan to bring the best out of Medina by showcasing community events that are family-friendly and promote local businesses. I have a proven record as an effective leader in public safety and will make sure Medina stays the best and safest city to live in West Tennessee. I humbly ask for your vote this November. For more information or to contact me, visit my Facebook page, Sammy Gilley for Medina Mayor 2024.
And we are back here. It is 4th down and approximately 30. Nice punt the last time, a 43-yarder. Let's see if Beaver is going to – he's going to get away from it, and that's smart. The ball will roll dead at about the 21-yard line. So a 29-yard punt. And some of our crew trying to help me out. We have no lights in this end of the press box, and they don't need to run their phones down because it'll take them down a long way. We'll make the best that we can do out of the stats tonight. 1 minute and 30 seconds to go in the second quarter. Ball, actually, they said, is the nose of it. Actually, the punt went a little further than that. Let's give the young man proper credit. He got about a 31-yard punt out of that. Now the horn or the whistles blow, and we'll take over on our own 19. Looks like a timeout again. We'll take a 30-second timeout here on the BallGame Blitz.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first. Then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
We are back, 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the first half of play, 7-3. South Gibson leads Hardin County in a more of a white knuckler, although there were some good offensive moves in the early drives. It's raining. Robertson drops back, flips one out just over the head of Beaver. Beaver had to leap for it. It's an incomplete pass. That'll make it 2nd and 10. Four for 8 for Leighton Robertson, who was our spotlight senior of the night. 1:25 still to go. It's a snap to Robertson to give to Reed. He tries the left side, gets through one wave, but then the pursuit closes down for Hardin County. You'll see the Chuck Hutton replay. A couple of Hardin County tacklers. So a 2-yard gain for Reed. And a timeout has been called. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back with the final 58.6 seconds of the first half.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home.
3rd and 7 as we come back. Robertson gets the football, gives to Reed, trying the left side again. He'll get some yardage, but it'll be short of the first down. It'll be a punting situation. Be about a 4-yard pickup. And another timeout. We'll take a timeout with it 7-3. South Gibson leads.
At Foundation Bank, we love working with small businesses, and we serve them uniquely through truly local decision-making and underwriting. But we're more than a lender for your small business. We're also a source of financial counsel. Hey, running a small business can be hard and complex, but we can help. Let us learn more about your small business by visiting our website. It's foundationbank.org, or call us at the number on the screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Foundation Bank is a member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Say South Gibson breaking their huddle and headed out. They'll have to punt. It's 4th and 7 with 51.1 seconds. The clock is arrested. It is 4th and 4. Ball's on the 26. Looks like White going deep for Hardin County. Let's see who's on the punt this time for maybe Young again. He's going to take off and run. Let's see if he can get that 4 yards. A nice run across the 30. And he is down and got the first down. And a pickup for Young of about 12 yards. We'll see. In a way, kind of a fun thing, operating with no lights in the press box. And you say, well, can't you see by the, because the tray for the stats are below where the wooden angle is. 22 seconds they're going to give to Reed. He'll dance, try the left side. Breaks a couple of tackles and a great effort to get the ball down to the 39, so about a 5-yard pickup as it gets down to 11 seconds. And I think that's going to be the last play as we're going to end this half with South Gibson leading Hardin County 7-3 on the BallGame Blitz and South Gibson High School Network. Let's take a timeout to hear from some of our great sponsors.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Hi, I'm Cody Fitz with Fitscapes. Our business's focus is on building your dream yard at your dream home. When designing our backyards, we always like to start with our pool and patio areas first, then we complement that with the landscaping, and we finish with the lawn for all of the outdoor entertaining needs. After installation is complete, we provide annual maintenance for all of your lawn care and landscaping needs. Fitscapes, let's build something beautiful.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, we've been proudly serving the Humboldt community from our East End Drive location. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. Tires from the name brands you trust, and in all sizes from ATV to light truck and beyond. Stop by King Tire Company on East End Drive today, keeping Humboldt rolling since 1959.
At Rep Local Orange Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Replogle Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been your trusted source for quality tires and auto care. Since 1959, our family-owned business, now managed by our third generation, has proudly served the community with 3 locations: East End Drive in Humboldt, Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson, and Airways Boulevard in Jackson. From tires and alignments to oil changes, general repair, brakes, belts, hoses, radiators, and more, King Tire Company has the expertise and service you can count on. King Tire Company, keeping you on the road since 1959.
Hello, Medina friends and family. I'm Sammy Gilly, and I am your candidate for mayor of Medina. I am a conservative Christian with a proven track record as a leader. I've worked in public service in West Tennessee and Medina for 20 years. In those 20 years, I have gained the knowledge and relationships needed to be the leader a growing city like Medina needs. Through a community-oriented leadership model, I plan to bring the best out of Medina by showcasing community events that are family-friendly and promote local businesses. I have a proven record as an effective leader in public safety and will make sure Medina stays the best and safest city to live in West Tennessee. I humbly ask for your vote this November. For more information or to contact me, visit my Facebook page, Sammy Gilly for Medina Mayor 2024.
Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2 and 3 bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort and space in a gated community with smart technology, ADS security, and no maintenance. Short and long-term leases are available, so visit our website or call to schedule your tour today at the Summit in Jackson.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
And one of those nights, it's raining here in Medina, Tennessee, and coming down pretty steady now. That will affect the footing, even though this is a great football field here. The coaches do such a great job working on it and have put a lot of effort into it. That alters strategy, the ball handling. You've already seen a couple of dropped footballs, especially on the Hardin County side, but South Gibson has to lock it up. It's a 7-3 game. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the one South Gibson. There's a lot of highlights, but we want to look at the touchdown run that we had here in the first half, and we'll try to set it for you. It's Chuck Hutton replay. Now this is Hardin County run. That's Saunders and a great tackle by Gadd then. And we have no light, so I don't have a script in front of me. And you can see the rain coming down, so we do not have the touchdown. We had the great tackle by Gadd then. But very quickly, let's do a couple of things. Number one, let's talk about a couple of our assistant coaches. I think last week we talked about our 2 coordinators. But Aaron Lowry is one of our assistants. He was born in 1995. His position is middle linebacker, special teams, first year at the school, previous coaching experience at Milan, Ripley. He was their freshman head coach. He's been a defensive coordinator, offensive coordinator. He went to school at UT Martin. His favorite food is spaghetti. He doesn't coach any other sports right now. His favorite pro team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. Most influential coach was the one and only Shane Jacobs. And, of course, he likes gummy worms. That's his game day ritual. And why he loves coaching at South Gibson, I love the group of guys I got to work with every day, both coaches and players. And you see a great shot of our coaching staff. Let's tell you a little bit about Gavin Wallace. His position coach as the freshman offensive coordinator. He was born in this month on the 27th to be exact. He has no previous coaching experience, 3rd year at the school. That's previous before being here. college was Jackson State and Liberty College. And, of course, his favorite food is sushi. He likes basketball. Favorite pro team, Chicago Bears, Tennessee Titans, St. Louis Cardinals, and the Memphis Grizzlies. Most influential coach on him was a young man that you're familiar with here named Scott Stidham, who's up at Independence. Game day ritual, he likes those gummy worms and triple shot caramel Starbucks espresso. And what do you love about coaching at South Gibson? It's the community he's grown up in. And we'll meet some more of our assistants as the time goes on. Fine staff, some of the nicest young men I have worked with as a broadcaster, and I would have loved to have coached with this staff. And you see right in the middle with the football, our head coach, Ben Johnson. And I got to entertain his son yesterday, gained more yardage than anybody did in the freshman game. They weren't official. Great team picture here. See the Hornets and freshman Hornets and the coaching staff and the managers, and it's a great school. Phil Rogers, your principal, and, of course, Mark Dunn, the AD and assistant principal. What a great job they all do. And I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's take a short time out, and then we'll come back and tell you about some more things.
For over 60 years, King Tire Company has been a trusted name in quality tires and auto care, proudly serving the Jackson community for decades from our Old Hickory Boulevard location. With tires, alignments, oil changes, AC repairs, brakes, belts, hoses, radiator repair, and more. King Tire Company delivers the expertise and reliability you can depend on. Visit King Tire Company on Old Hickory Boulevard in Jackson today, where decades of experience meet top-notch service.
Great American Sports, make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports, make sports an addiction.
At Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, we provide gentle guidance and support during one of life's most challenging moments. Our dedicated team is here to help you create a meaningful and personalized tribute for your loved one. From arranging heartfelt services to handling all the details, we ensure every aspect is taken care of with the utmost respect and compassion. Trust us to be there for when it matters most. Call 731-783-3026 to speak with one of our experienced funeral directors. Rep Local Lawrence Funeral Home, a tradition of caring since 1925.
For more than 60 years, King Tire Company has been your go-to source for quality tires and dependable auto care. Our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson has proudly served the community for decades, delivering the excellence you've come to rely on. Whether you need tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, and more, King Tire Company has you covered. All tire sizes, ATV to light truck and beyond. Visit our Airways Boulevard location in Jackson today. King Tire Company, where long-standing tradition meets exceptional service.
Let me tell you about the American dream. In 1974, I had $425 to my name. I bought 21 carpet remnants, rented an old lumber shed, and opened Deaton Drug Barn on East College. I worked long hours with hope of taking care of my family. I'm so thankful to Jesus who changed my life. He gave me a dream. So in 1985, we opened Deaton's Carpet One on the 45 bypass with a commitment to customer satisfaction. My friends, don't give up on your dream, because your dream can come true.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Hello, Medina friends and family. I'm Sammy Gilley, and I am your candidate for mayor of Medina. I am a conservative Christian with a proven track record as a leader. I've worked in public service in West Tennessee and Medina for 20 years. In those 20 years, I have gained the knowledge and relationships needed to be the leader a growing city like Medina needs. Through a community-oriented leadership model, I plan to bring the best out of Medina by showcasing community events that are family-friendly and promote local businesses. I have a proven record as an effective leader in public safety and will make sure Medina stays the best and safest city to live in West Tennessee. I humbly ask for your vote this November. For more information or to contact me, visit my Facebook page, Sammy Gilley for Medina Mayor 2024.
And we are back. It's an interesting night. I'm having a Murphy's Law night. We've got no lights in the press box. I can operate some from the lights of the stadium, and it is kind of interesting, but we have good old air conditioning. Of course, Jaden Reed scored the one touchdown that we have. They have a field goal by the exchange student that was about 24 yards at the 2:28 mark in that first quarter. We scored. We actually had tried 2 field goals, hit on both of them, but because of penalties, we were able to get the ball back. One that we failed at the 4-yard line. The other is the one that we took it in and scored on after a Hardin County penalty. And again, we need to tell you about some of the people that help bring you this broadcast. And please support our advertisers, because you don't have to pay the fee that you have to pay for the National Federation. You can either pay that monthly fee they charge you monthly, or they'll charge you one time, but it's a little exorbitant. You're getting these games free on the South Gibson Network, and you need to tell your friends and neighbors they can, 1, see the games for free, 2, they need to tell these advertisers, go by and patronize these folks. Tell them you appreciate them bringing you the Worthy Road BallGame Blitz broadcast and South Gibson sports. And these are high quality. Normally when it's not raining like this, we have multiple shots, and we've still got multiple shots tonight, but you don't get quite as many in the rain. And some of the good people that bring you this, and some of our newer ones, are the Willows of Jackson, the Nail Place, and Sam Gilley for Medina Mayor. Of course, you've got Roberts Jewelers, Summit of Jackson, Rip Logal Lawrence Funeral Home right here in Medina, Tennessee, Fitscape Lawn Service, Great American Sports, Foundation Bank, King Jewelers, McCoy's Heating and Air, the Humboldt Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, the Blacksmith Restaurant, Chuck Hutton Nissan, King Tire Company, Jones Chevrolet, Deaton's Carpet One, Elite Dental. Those are some of the good people that bring you these broadcasts. And again, like we said, we get those and we get them free. You don't have to pay like the National Federation does. And you're going to get multiple cameras, great work with production. You get plenty of replays, something most National Federation schools, a few have some replays. And I'm not trying to down the National Federation, but and they'll tell you that school gets money. They get about $1 on each subscription, not every game. It's about once a month. I forgot how that works. I have my notes if you want to listen to the Saturday Sports Roundup from 9 to 11 on News Talk 101.5, and that's 101.5 WNWS. We'll talk about this game, and I have all the scores. About 9:05, 9:06, we try to go over the scores. It might we'll take your phone calls to talk about it. Had some interesting calls last week about different games all over the area, including that game of Riverside and Lexington. This one was talked about quite a bit, got a lot of text. But let's tell you about a couple of things happening here with South Gibson. First of all, let's go to the soccer. This is girls varsity soccer. They'll play September the 7th. At home. Collierville's coming here. Then on September the 12th, the girls have got to go to Dyersburg September 17th, they have to travel to Madison. That'll be a barn burner of a game. Volleyball is playing today and maybe tonight, and a tournament at Sevierville. They'll be playing there again tomorrow. And, of course, today they had their first game or a game at 5 p.m. September the 9th, they will be playing volleyball here at home against Dyersburg. And then they'll be playing at Milan on September the 10th. And September the 12th, they got to travel to O'Brien for a volleyball game. Of course, we've got the cross-country team doing well, got the golf team, and lots of things happening here at South Gibson High School. Hardin County has made their appearance to warm up. Looks like the South Gibson team, and I believe that shot, if you wonder what a fisheye camera does, you are seeing the shot, I believe Chris can correct me, from the fisheye, and it's an interesting shot. You can see just about everything. Then we'll zoom in and get a little closer with camera shots. Tell you what, let's do. Let's take one more time out from those fine sponsors that help bring you South Gibson athletics, including basketball will be brought to you. Soccer is being brought to you. Volleyball. We'll have baseball and softball in the spring. A lot of things going on great under Phil Rogers and Mark Dunn here at South Gibson. Let's take that time out.
At the Willows, we believe that your loved one should feel at home. Our boutique assisted living community provides top-tier, personalized care in a comfortable and welcoming setting. With the support of trusted physicians, nurses, and staff, we ensure every resident feels cherished. Learn more at willowsofjackson.com or call 731-207-0686. That's 731-207-0686. The Willows, because family matters.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social. Why rent an apartment when you can lease a home? The Summit in Jackson offers 2 and 3 bedroom single-family homes with lots of amenities. Enjoy the comfort and space in a gated community with smart technology, ADS security, and no maintenance. Short and long-term leases are available, so visit our website or call to schedule your tour today at the Summit in Jackson.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
Important region contest here at South Gibson High School between the Hardin County Tigers 1-1, South Gibson Hornets 1-1, and the winner of this game will advance to 1-0 in the region. The Hornets have a 7-3 lead, and they have to kick off, though, in Hardin County, who has a very explosive offense. And it looks like the rain has not stopped completely, but it has slowed down. It was coming pretty hard, about 55 seconds. And, of course, the difference in the ball game is the touchdown by Jaden Reed of about 5 yards. And, again, working without just from the stadium lights in this press box. It's a great press box. I love it. There's nothing wrong with that. We just don't know, may have a ballast or something burn out in the lights or something, but we're going to bring you the action. Stats won't be as accurate, and I had to get it confirmed so I could read because I scribble like a doctor, and sometimes without the lights you don't see very well. But a lot, like I said, of things happening here. Crockett County is leading Lexington at Lexington's new field by the same score that we have here, 7-3, and we don't know if it's raining there. And one of our tripods over at USJ took a little hit, but that's okay. They are playing football too. USJ will be here in 2 weeks. Next week's homecoming. Clinton, or I believe, yes, is the school that's coming in here. We'll tell you more about that. Freshman team lost, but gave a great effort. And freshman football is about learning and a couple things they'll correct, but they put a lot of points on the board last night. Of course, Saunders will be the deepest man for Hardin County. Looks like nothing but people that are trained in handling a ball, 11 of them, to be in here on this kickoff. Don't expect the kick to go. It'll be directional. And falling down immediately with it, looks like number 8 for them, Aiden Coleman, who is the sophomore quarterback on the team, if I have that right. And folks, trust my memory on this. And so the possession belongs to the Hardin County team. They get the ball first here in the second half. They'll have it at their own 35-yard line, 65 yards away from touchdown. Ball on the left hash mark. They'll be traveling right to left. We match up with man coverage. There is really no high on the safety. The RPO to Saunders, and a good job. He'll get a couple of tough yards, and he earned them. But Big Smith was right there to stuff that one. Jack Smith. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Great camera shot right there as you see all of the young men. This time we've got a one high safety situation. Now they're going to step up, rotate, pick up the man in motion, reverse out, give to Saunders. He makes one man miss. Reed hit him first and then a couple of others. Austin may have been one of those tacklers, and Jeter may have been another one of those. But it's going to be a nice pickup of about 5. Going to bring up 3rd down. 4. I want to say a short 4, maybe closer to 3. We'll be like the scoreboard and call it 3rd and 3. H-back does the side step. You know they're going to Saunders with it. We get penetration. Can we hold him? Yes, a whole host of tacklers from South Gibson are introducing themselves. McCaig looked like Yaha Gad. And also Smith was in there, not sure who else. Now, I don't know whether that was lightning or what that I saw. It may have just been somebody flipping on their lights at their backyards, what it looked like. Because that would send the game into a 30-minute delay. But it was a distant light coming on in a yard. It's a punting situation. Hardin County punting from their own 41. Reception back there looks like Beaver with it. He'll get about 6-7 yards, and it'll be the football belonging to South Gibson for their first possession of the second half. Ball is on the 35-yard line. That's where the Hornets will start. Hornets will get their play and go straight to the line of scrimmage. Young comes out. Beaver is out there. Reed, Leighton Robertson. We'll check this wide out. That may be Scott playing this wide out closest to us. One high safety for the Tigers. Crossing action, but nothing much happening, and they got great penetration. They had 3 men into our backfield. One of them was their linebacker, number 12, Adams, but there was more than him there. So no gain on the play. I need some fluorescent ink to write with. Good close-up shot. You see the splits in the line, 4-down lineman. Sprinting to his right is Robertson. He's going to throw it. And they are going to say there was a catch at about the 42. You check out the Chuck Hutton Nissan replay. And again, I apologize about our stats, but it is really tough. Nice catch there. Hardin County's matching up with the slot and the wide out to the right side of the formation. Young, a single receiver by himself, working against Head over there, Riley Head, who backs off of him. Wingback shifts to the right, basically 3 receivers. Now he goes back to the left, and that's what you got to watch for. Robertson does the right thing on 3rd and 3, falls on the football. He'll lose about 4. An unfortunate loss, and it'll be a punting situation for the Hornets. Young will do the punting this time. Young's had some outstanding catches and runs tonight. He had a big first down. So neither team has a first down in their first time with the football in the second half. See, the punt returner brought his towel out there, and it's laying on the ground. It really needs to be picked up. We send motion, and it's a slot. That changes a few things. Looks like the rush end is going to try hard to come through. No, just one man. We almost didn't get him blocked. Wobbly punt goes off to the left, get a nice bounce, and it'll roll down to about the 32 of Hardin County. And that's where Hardin County will start 1st and 10. And we'll double check it, make sure that is the spot. Brody Ivy will bring his crew back out there. Looks like Maddox Ruddle is going to stay in the ball game. Let's see if he does. He wears number 1 for them. Ball is, they are saying, on the 30, so we'll change that. That changes everything. 70 yards away from where they want to be, they being Hardin County. 70 yards away from where we want to stop them from getting, that being the Hornets. Bending it back was Saunders, and a pretty good job by the defense to close the hole. There was a hole there. Looked like Gadd and McKay got in there. Maybe some help. I could not see who was down on the ground. Sometimes you just grab ankles. And that was lightning. I don't know if the officials saw it or not. It's far away. And let's see what they have. It's 2nd and 8, a 2-yard pickup. White comes to this side. Ruddle comes to this side. That's a slide. Wide out to the far side. Man coverage. They give to Saunders, and he can run around that end. But we did a good job that time of not stuffing the play, but holding it to a short gain. Looks like about a pickup of 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down and approximately 6. Ball will be placed on the right hash mark, and Hardin County is coming straight to the line of scrimmage and calling their plays. And they watch the heads of the linemen. They're looking to see what's being signaled in, because quarterback checks, make sure he is on the same page with the OC. 3rd and 6 from the 34. The snap to Ivy. He drops it, picks it up, wants to run with it. We've got penetration. About 4 Hornets are in there, Gadd being one of them. I cannot see the young man. Let's see if we can pick up some of those young men on the replay. And nobody turned in the right angle to help out on that one, but it is 4th and 9. Loss of 4 on that one, or 5 actually. Loss of 5. Beaver is back. He'll want to be careful with it. We rush, but our man gets picked up. Nice punt. Sales caught there by Beaver. He's at the 45. Wants to get more, but only gets a couple of more yards. A nice tackle on the far sideline. A lot of good hitting by both teams. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Hornets. They'll come out, and this will be their 3rd possession or 2nd possession with it. They'll start at their own 49-yard line. That's the Hornets. Sometimes when they say they, people don't know it. Robertson reports out in the backfield. Looks like a pistol-type formation with a wing back to the left, a slot right. Gets 4 down linemen, 3 linebackers. The give. Reed trying to find a hole. He has to reverse field. He needed a block, didn't get it, and he's going to lose about 3 tough yards there. He could have gotten 1 block, but it was well played out there by Ruddle. Of course, Reed is our leading rusher tonight so far. And again, a little spotty on the stats tonight, operating just with the light in the press box of the. And I want to thank the crew next to us. They offered us a smaller light, but the first half stats a little off, so we'll just stick with calling the ball game. Wing right with the wide out. Want to throw. There's the slant to look in, and it's in and out of the hands of the receiver, a little low. And it is third down. We can tell you this, that was the 10th pass by Leighton Robertson. He has completed 5, so he's 5 for 10. Brings up a big 3rd and 13. 3 receivers, they sprint left, pulls up, throws it short. It's almost picked off, but the linebacker, Hunter Adams, did not make sure he had it. So it's 4th down. It'll be a punting situation. Young will stay in there and punt. White back for Hardin County. Snap. He starts to run like a rugby punter. This one is going to be low, and it's going to go out of bounds, so it'll be a short kick from our 46 down to about, let's see where they mark it. They triangulate, the officials do. It's hard for me to explain to you how it happens, to their 41. So only a punt of about 15 yards. Jackson Young, and he's a rugby-style punter, and he was cautious because you can slip on this. 1st and 10 from the 41. 3rd possession for Hardin County. I thought I saw movement. Our man flinched, but he didn't get in the neutral zone. It should be on their left tackle, and it is. That'll move the ball back 5 and make it 1st and 15 for Hardin County. So that puts the ball between the 36's hash mark and the 35. For proper stat calling, that'll be the 36. The short side of the field is to the home side. They're going to go to Saunders, and a good hole for Saunders. He broke a tackle at the line of scrimmage, and he gets a good chunk of that back from the 36 down to a spot at the 46, so he gets 10 of those yards back. And this young man is everything they said he was, a very good runner. And it looks like it's coming back again. We're playing drop the handkerchief. It's a hold, so we'll scratch that one. And we'll chalk off 10 against the Hardin County Tigers. Hardin County, let's see if I can find some light out of my phone. 7 penalties. Approximately 48 yards. Like I said, I write like a doctor's prescription pad. And that's going to, with the 10-yard penalty, and now this one, that's going to push it back to 1st and 25, sending Ruddle in motion to the right. Ball gets away. McCaig on the chase, but wisely their quarterback, Brody Ivy, and that's a good job by Ivy to cover up the football. There's no use in trying to make something that wasn't there. And now it is not like a $2 cab ride. This is going to be one of those cost you about $40 or $50, and I'd hate to see the tip on it. I know some folks from Island that doesn't understand that phrase, but that's okay. They may not know football. Who knows? And it is 2nd and a long, long way. Now we'll try to get those yards added up for you. Ball is back on the 13-yard line. Snap high. Goes towards the end zone. They cover it in there. If it's in the end zone, we'll check it out. It is a safety, and the Hornets will pick up 2 points on the safety. Let's see if on the replay if we can see who will get credit for it. They covered it, which Saunders is wise rather than giving up a touchdown. And it looks like that if you give it credit, it would probably be Nathan Wallace wearing number 20, but a safety at the 4:19 mark in the third quarter. And also the Hornets will get the ball. It is 9-0 is your, or 9-3 your score now. Let's take a timeout, and when we come back, we'll tell you more about that one.
At the Willows, we believe that your loved one should feel at home. Our boutique assisted living community provides top-tier, personalized care in a comfortable and welcoming setting. With the support of trusted physicians, nurses, and staff, we ensure every resident feels cherished. Learn more at willowsofjackson.com or call 731-207-0686. That's 731-207-0686. The Willows, because family matters.
We are back after that snap went past their fine quarterback, Brody Ivy. Saunders fell on it. The ball, now it's got to be kicked from the 20. This is a miscarriage of justice here. A safety is kicked from the 20, not the 40. Unless I've missed a high school rule that it's changed since I called games over the past couple of years. It's supposed to be kicked from the 20. Now it looks like we may get some justice. Everybody moves up. And again, it's supposed to be kicked, not the 25, it's the 20-yard line. The biggest thing is to make sure you get possession of it, because if you let it hit the ground, it's a free ball, and Hardin County could recover it. You must catch it and hold on to it cleanly. Looks like Jeter and maybe Brady. We'll try to check and see if that's Brady's number. It looks like him going by. Nice kickoff this time. It'll come down right at the 44, and that's actually Drew into the Hardin County territory, and that actually was Dre Scott. Nice return by Dre. And at the Hardin County 44 yards away from pay dirt, and a touchdown would be big here. We're still in the third quarter of play. Hornets moving from left to right on your screen. Hardin County in the white jerseys with the maroon numbers and the maroon helmets. Hornets with the orange helmets, black jerseys, white pants. Reed and Robertson in the backfield. Man in motion, jet sweep. They force it deep, and it's going to be a jersey tackle. And let's see, that'll be a loss on that one. Could it be a horse collar? We'll see. Could it be a block in the back? Not getting any indication right now. Officials timeout while they record some things. Hardin County coaching staff talking to side judge, line judge, whatever you want to say. This one's going to be against Hardin County. So it must have been for the horse collar. It's a personal foul against Hardin County. It's going to make it 2nd and 1. 2nd and a little less than 1. So you've really got to play to use. I hate to use the term waste. Robertson sprinting out there as the play clock down to 19. Beaver is in the ball game. Dre Scott playing the wide out to this side. Tight slot to the short side of the field. Official picks his flag up. Pistol formation with the wing right against the four-man front. Bending it back is Reed. And I'm going to tell you what, Hardin County did a great job of getting in the gaps. The linebacker closed very fast. Again, Adams, one of the tacklers for them, in on it. Want to say that number 31 also got in there for them. That's Parker Gerald's, the fine linebacker we've been telling you about. So a loss of a couple of yards, and that's going to bring up 3rd down. Probably in 4-down territory here if they don't get it on 3rd down. And in future games, we'll be giving you 3rd down conversions and some things like that. Robertson's going to keep it and run, and I think he's going to be short. Big handful of jersey then pulled him down. And he actually lost a yard, and it's 4th and a long 4 now. 4th and a long 4. And we're going to go for it. Dre Scott wide out over here. Sending Wallace in motion. Screen pass. And Reed, just because he's nifty, got through there. He's running hard. One man has a chance, and he is brought down by number 7, Gabe Eliff. But from his 33, we'll see where they spot the football. And that's a first down, a Chuck Hutton Nissan first down for the Hornets. Ball is spotted on the 8. So a nice 25-yard pickup. Pistol formation. Reed behind Robertson. Oliver over the football. Offensive line's done a good job, except for they got outnumbered at the point of attack. Bouncing it outside. Jeter came within an inch, and now there's a flag thrown, so we'll hold on. Ooh, a hold against us. That'll back us up 10 yards. That hurts. You want to play as much error-free football, and especially when you're smelling the goal line. It was 1st and goal from the 8. And Jeter had made a nice run then out of something that he kind of lost his balance, still recovered to gain some yards. So it'll be 1st and goal. And it's from the point of the foul, so that will put the ball at about the 22-yard line. So it's 1st and goal from the 22. Slot left, single receiver to the right against that 4-man front, sprinting right. Leighton Robertson looks, pulls up, gets hit afterwards. Ball is thrown deep, and good pressure by 51 for them. And it's an incomplete pass. Six for 13 now for Robertson. And it's going to still be 2nd and goal from the 22. Robertson gets his play. Dre Scott here to the right. Say Young going to the left. Jackson Young, that is. 3 receivers. It's trips over here. Looking. Young just over. That flag comes down. It's got to be pass interference. That's tough on the defensive back, too. Young presents a formidable target. He's a good young receiver. Jackson Young, just a freshman. He's 6'4". Think about his future at a wide-out spot. Keeping a dry ball in there, very important. 10 will be marked off. It'll keep it at 2nd down. It'll get back some of that yardage. And it'll be 2nd and goal. It looks like 2nd and goal from the 9, wide side of the field to the right. See those great pictures by our crew here at Worthy Road Studios. See Beaver out there along with Scott. Jackson Young to the left. And like I said, what a future that young man's got. Reed and Robertson, and there goes Reed on a wheel or circle route. They've got Jackson Young. Touchdown, South Gibson and Jackson Young. From the 10-yard line. What a play. Still in the 3rd quarter at the 1:27 mark. 10-yard pass to Young. We'll have some highlights after game. You want to stick around for the post-game show. That one 10 yards, the 7th completion in 14 attempts for Leighton Robertson. And this is one of those where I've got my chart out. It says you go for two, and that's what Coach Ben Johnson and the Hornets are going to do. The snap to Robertson. Looking in. He held it, and he got in the end zone. A great catch by Wallace there. 2-point catch. Wallace. And that makes the score 17-3 with 1:27 to go in the third quarter play. The Hornets are leading on the South Gibson Network and BallGame Blitz Network. Let's take a timeout.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
We are back after an exciting pass and catch first by Young and then Wallace. What a job that young man did. Nathan Wallace, the senior, and 2-point conversion. It's a 17-3 score on a wet field, but anything can happen. You can be a tackler and be lined up, and the guy give you a juke move, and he holds his foot. We're going to kick off. There's been a safety in this ball game. McGowan to kick off. He's going to directional kick again. We had good coverage. Then we had a hole in the lanes, and we're going to let them have a great return maybe into our territory. That may have been Austin over there on the side. We'll need to check that. Defense comes in. And, of course, they're on the 50. Nobody owns the 50. That's the midfield stripe as some people. Right hash marks. Again, Hardin County going from right to left on your screen. See Connor Betts, the senior defensive back, reporting. He'll match up man-to-man. Let's see who's got this. Looks like Brady out here. Sebastian Brady. There's a short pass and good coverage. It wasn't thrown like wanted to, and we had the heat on the quarterback. Let's see if they have changed quarterbacks, and yes, they have. No, they haven't. There's Ivy in there. Smith was just trying to block for him. 11 is Corbin Smith. He's a good-sized young man, too. He's 6'4". He's a junior. He'll be back. Now press coverage out here by Brady. He's up here so tight. A jet sweep. You got to turn it back in. Linebacker scraping in there. That's Beaver. And Beaver made contact. He was an unlicensed chiropractor that time. No gain, or maybe a short one, about a half a yard. Whoa, timeout there. Not a real timeout. And it's going to bring up third and about 9 3/4. Might as well say 3rd and 10. And the way the ball's plunked down, it is 10. Scott in coverage over here. Wallace has come over here. Single coverage on the far side. That may be Brady. Here comes the rush in. Rushing hard. Hands are up. And if that's a catch, it's a nice catch. No, he was out of bounds. They say that White was out of bounds. Incomplete. And that will bring up 4th down. It'll be 4th and 10 at the 50. See if Hardin County, I think they may have enough confidence. Oh, here comes the punt team. They thought about it. Here comes Jaden Reed back into the ball game. Beaver should be back. Ball being punted, it'll be hit further back, but it's snapped from the 50. Nice stroke and nice kick, and Beaver fields it at the 20. Tries to give a little ground, comes. He'll get about 4 yards, and a nice tackle there by Chris Kinney for Hardin County. So getting the football back, let's see, they will place it at the 24. And our own 24. 15.3 seconds, unless there's an incomplete pass, a penalty or something, or running out of bounds. This will be the last play of the third quarter. Jackson Young goes far left. Reed in the backfield, Robertson. Looks like Scott. And I want to say Austin is in the slot. Can't see all of the number on that. Got a wing back to the left of the formation. There's the look in, and that one, they got a hand in there. The receiver almost looked like a good play was going to happen. One of the defenders did break that one up. Incomplete pass. .4 seconds. That's one of the things that could stop the clock, and it did. Slots to the left this time with Austin in the slot. Wallace is the wing back to that left side of the formation. One receiver over here. That looks like Scott. Hard count by Robertson. There's the, well, I tell you what, I wish we had tearaway jerseys. That was one of those. They grabbed it's a legal tackle, but they grabbed the jersey of Reed to bring up third down. The clock runs out. We'll switch ends of the field, and while we're switching ends of the field, the Hornets of South Gibson leading Hardin County Tigers 17-3. Let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz South Gibson High School Network.
Buy a car in your bikini. Buy a truck in your jammies. Buy an SUV in your, well, no matter what you're wearing or not. Shop JonesChevroletHumboldt.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Beauty House Social. Jackson's premier blowout bar and full-service salon and med spa. From lashes and facials to cosmetic injections and lasers, we have it all. Let's be social.
Been a very interesting ball game. You see our South Gibson Hornets right there. Hardin County, two fine teams, two of the very good teams in Region 6-4A. Lexington trailing in a non-region game tonight, and we know that USJ is on top of TCA. I think it's 28-6. We'll check that score. We're having one of those nights, and let's see. I see the backfield. There was a short gain of about 4 yards. I said short, but that's a nice gain. It's third down to look at. Young had it. Didn't quite get it pulled in, and it'll be a punting situation. Be fourth and about 6. Punt team comes on. Jackson Young, the freshman, who is a rugby-style punter, will handle it. See some good speed out there. Wallace is out there. Jeter's out there. Let's see how we protect. Now, they got a lot of deep penetration. We have 3 blockers with the gap in it. Some people uses the swinging gate there. And we're throwing them a little curveball with the slot. Here we go. Jackson Young is going to keep it, and the ball is loose, but it would have gone over on downs anyway. He took a pretty good hit. And there'll be timeout on the field. And I hope that young man is not hurt. We don't want any young man to get hurt, but Young, they let him turn over, so in some respects that is a good sign. They're not checking knees and stuff. Of course, the young man that was quarterback from Hamilton last week did break his collarbone. New football in. Still a little damp out there. Lexington is in a lightning delay. And Jackson Young, that's good to see him up and walking off. But Hardin County in great field position. They have the football at the 29-yard line. And that's South Gibson 29. Snap give to Saunders. He bends it back. He breaks one tackle, but then two tacklers get there to force him to the ground, one of them being Jeter. We'll see if we can pick up Beaver. May have been the other tackler. Pickup of about 1.5, maybe 2. We'll be generous and give him 2. But it looks like it's closer to 2nd and 9. Again, Hardin County's capable. They have big, strong wideouts. Wyke is very quick out there on the left side. Gabe Eliff, number 7, who is a senior, is a pretty good wideout to the right. They're in the pistol. They fake. They want to go with the one-man screen, but all over it, like one of my favorite expressions, white on rice, is number 24, and you know who that is. That is the one and only Dre Scott, the freshman wideout and defensive back. Whew, mercy daddy, as Bill Way would say. No gain on that complete pass, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 10, and they'll send Ruddle to the slot and bring White to work with him, trying to get one-on-one coverage. Let's see what ball's on the ground. Ivy is scrambling for anything he can get out of it, and it's going to be 4-down territory, and he makes a nice gain out of it. And you can see the footing for the tacklers was worse then. The running back knows where they're going. I know McKeag had a hand in there, and not sure who else. That may have been Kennedy, if that's Kennedy on the field. The numbers are kind of – sometimes they crinkle up at this stage of a football game, and it's tough to see. Or lucky, actually, it should be. It may be lucky. It's 4th and about 8. Pistol formations. 2 receivers to the right. Here comes the rush off the edge. They make him throw it early, and it was a well-timed rush. A legal hit, and it falls incomplete. 4th down, and the ball goes over, and the Hornets have held. What a defensive stand by those young men. And that was Lucky that was in there a while ago. Hayden Lucky, he's been in on several plays, but a lot of them were those mass plays where we hit 4 or 5 Hornets hitting the running back. Looks like Jeter's going to stay in this offensive set. Play being called. The clock arrested on the incompletion at 9:41. And when I say arrested, that means it stopped. No, nobody held a gun on it. 17-3, Hornets leading the Tigers, sprinting out there because there's only 7 seconds left on the play clock. 6, 5, 4. Got to get set, and the ball is snapped at 1. Given to Jeter. Jeter needed 1 block, broke a tackle. And I'm going to tell you what, the young man is going to make something out of nothing. What a great job by Jeter then. Jeter with a nice pickup from the 27 down to about the 35. It looks like a gain of 7 the way they spotted it. Maybe 8, so we'll give it 2nd and 2, and we'll give Jeter the extra yard. A little shifting. Here comes Beaver as a wing back on the left side, slot right. They're going to try Jeter again, and the young man is going to carry the ball. He's got good leg drive down to about the 39-yard line. It should be a 1st down, but we'll see about the spot. I don't want to be overly optimistic, and it is a 1st down for the Hornets. Jeter with another nice carry there. Ball is on the 39. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the left hash mark. Shotgun or spread formation if you prefer to be a pistol if Reed was behind the quarterback, or the tailback if you prefer single wing terminology. Wing to the left. A little hesitation. There's a block. He gets through a hole you could drive a Mack truck through. 7 will slow him up, and one of the big guys, 67, will run him down from behind, but a great play. And it's a Hornet 1st down, and it's also a Chuck Hutton Nissan 1st down. 25-yard pickup for Reed. Some nifty blocking out of the forward wall there. Those young men have worked hard tonight. Won most of the battles, or won enough of them for us to be ahead. Hardin County with their four-man front, but they'll bring those linebackers out of a 4-3, and you can do a lot of things. Plus, the tackles can get on the hips of the guards when you pull them. Deep motion by Beaver, but Layton wants to keep it, but this time we didn't get many people blocked, and half the team of Hardin County has introduced themselves to Layton Robertson. Let's see where the forward progress mark is going to be. Looks like we may lose a half a yard on that one. Maybe it is a full yard the way it was spotted. So it is a full yard lost. It's going to bring up 2nd and 11. See Austin in there. Scott is in there. Is that Jackson Young back in there? It's good to see Jackson back on the field. Reed's in the backfield. Robertson. Wallace will be your wing back to the right. Let's see if we shift. They send him in motion. Circling him out of the backfield. Quick toss out to the right to Scott. Scott running, and he's tackled from behind by Adams, I believe it was. But what a job, a good completion on that one. From the 38 down to about the 31, so a 7-yard pickup. Just if you like some pro action, Packers 19 and Eagles 17. I did not catch. It's at halftime. Don't play on Friday nights. It's high school. Slot left, wing right. The wing will switch. Running back will switch. Robertson gets the snap. The guards have pulled. Robertson keeps the football with counter action, and he should have the first down going from his own 31 over the probably the B or C gap out there. Left or right tackle if you prefer to call that. And they'll plunk the football down at the 26-yard line, so a pickup of 5 and another Chuck Hutton Nissan Hornet first down. Running time off the clock, 5 minutes and 38 seconds. A sustained drive by the Hornets. This drive started on our own 24. Jackson Young to the left. We've got a slot man. Now they send the slot in motion. Running is Reed. He'll get across the 25. Let's see where they pushed him back. He got probably 2 on that gain. 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Ball on the 24. 24 yards away from pay dirt. The clock is running. That is all important. You want to hold on to the football. You want to make positive yardage, but the number one thing right now is possession of the football. Some of the different things that Coach Ben Johnson talked about in our pregame interview are coming true. It's the pistol formation now. Wide out to each side, reverse out, and I'm going to tell you what, shooting the gap and getting in there for Hardin County, and he did a good job, was number 21, Chris Rodriguez, the junior. And there's a timeout on the field with the Hornets leading 17-3. Let's take a timeout on the South Gibson High Network.
At the Willows, we believe that your loved one should feel at home. Our boutique assisted living community provides top-tier, personalized care in a comfortable and welcoming setting. With the support of trusted physicians, nurses, and staff, we ensure every resident feels cherished. Learn more at willowsofjackson.com or call 731-207-0686. That's 731-207-0686. The Willows, because family matters.
Third and 12 from the 29-yard line. Be a slot, actually trips to the right. One single receiver Young. They send the back out on the circle route. That's Reed. Reed pivots. but slowed up, gets away, breaks a tackle. He'll get down to about the 25 from the 29, so a 4-yard gain there, and it will bring up 4th down and about 9. Clock stopped on the timeout with the Hornets leading. Let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz network.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
Hornet football, 4th and 9 on the 26-yard line is what it looks like now. It's 4th down. They come out in the spread with trips right. They send again on the circle route, or some people call it a wheel. There's an open receiver. That looked like Austin, and he's got it down about the 10 for a 16-yard pickup. And a 1st down, Chuck Hutton Nissan 1st down for the Hornets as they keep that clock going. Another 1st down, and Leighton Robertson showing that promise he's always had. He was a good quarterback. We're glad to have him here at South Gibson. We'll check, and it looks like Scott going far to the, and that was Matthew Austin, the junior, on the catch. Always make sure. Given to Reed, but boy, somebody from the backside, and that time they just, I hate to use the word slung, it doesn't sound like great English, but they just slung him down, which is legal. Watch this, and you'll see it's somebody coming from the backside, inside gap of the tackle. You got a block down on that one, and so some yardage was lost there, or actually, Reed had, his feet are so quick he'd gotten back, so no gain. 2nd and 10. The ball on the 14-yard line. I may owe them 2 yards on the passing game. And again, no lights, and I'm operating purely from the press box. Still some droplets of rain falling down. Scott to the right. Young the furthest to the left here. There's a slot. Robertson's going to keep it. He faked a couple of people, and he is going to get down to about the 7-yard line. Brilliant fake, and both the runner and third down and 8. The ball is on the 8, so it's 3rd and goal from the 8. The give to Reed. Tries the right side. Gets a couple of tough yards, and it'll bring up 4th down. Reed with a little hitch in his get along as he got up, meaning he's kind of hopping, but I think he's all right. Sometimes it stings a little bit to. So a 5-yard pickup, and it's 4th and 3. Boy, Reed's been a workhorse tonight. Unofficially, if I can read my notes, he's had 20 carries. 13 on the play clock, 1:24 and counting on the game clock. We'll let it run down. We being the Hornets, you can see Leighton Robertson, and they're going to come over and they're going to target that. It'll be a South Gibson timeout, leading 17-3 over a tough Hardin County team. We're in the 4th quarter. Let's take a timeout on the BallGame Blitz South Gibson Network.
Hey Jackson, welcome to Chuck Hutton Nissan. The Chuck Hutton name has been on car dealerships since 1919, and we would love the opportunity to show you what we're all about. We're locally owned. Our business model is big inventory and big volume on new and used cars. Nissan has awarded us a huge inventory, and we're going to sell them to you at invoice. Just choose a car from our great selection, we'll pull out the invoice, and that's what you'll pay. We look forward to meeting you at Chuck Hutton Nissan, 495 Van Drive, Jackson, Tennessee.
We are back as you see the instructions being given there to our fine offensive unit who has met a very good Hardin County team. Hardin County had some trouble with the wet ball at times. Our defense has been in there, some great blitzes. 4th down. And this looks like McCowan to attempt the extra point, or not extra point, the field goal. And that would be a 20-yard field goal, and it is good. And with 1:12 left in the contest, it is 20-3. We'll take a timeout and come back for the South Gibson kickoff.
Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction. Located at 125B Old Hickory Boulevard, East in Jackson. We specialize in teen sports for youth leagues, schools, and churches. We can embroider and screen print team uniforms. We also have sports equipment, Under Armour, and Adidas clothing, and anything else you need for your teen sports. You can email or call us for all your teen sports needs. Great American Sports. Make sports an addiction.
We are back, an exciting contest. We've had rain in the far distant where it wouldn't affect anything. First we had a light in a yard come on that looked like lightning. Then the lightning was so far away that had no effect on the ball game. McGowan, who's done a great job, he and Crowell are two fine kickers for South Gibson. McGowan will kick off. Jacob Saunders, the great running back for Hardin County, will be the deepest man, 3 guys in front of him. We've been directional kicking and had good success with it. Let's see what McGowan does. This one will come down at about the 28. One of the up men fielding it, heads towards his sideline, gets some blocking, and there a nice form tackle by Jeter, and the defense comes on the field. Returning the football was Aiden Coleman, who's a sophomore. He'll probably be your quarterback of the future unless there's a junior ahead of him. See Gadd and Smith coming back out for the defense. Beaver is out there. Brady is out there. Both teams, very young teams. Trips right for Hardin County on 1st and 10 from the 34. Ivy wants to crank the javelin up, throws across the middle. He's got Saunders, good tackle by us, but a great pass and catch right there from our 34 down to about the 45. So a 21-yard pickup and a first down for Hardin County. Hardin County in a hurry-up offense, 46 seconds. Pursuit, they throw it over there. It's an incomplete pass that'll stop the clock. Ivy, the quarterback, he's a senior. He's had to play behind Carter Smith, who's playing junior college football. Matthew Smith was the coach last year. Alex Seaton in his first year. 2nd and 10, ball on the 45, wide side of the field to the right where the Trips receivers are. They throw back into the short side of the field. Leaping, trying to make a leaping catch was Eliff, but it goes incomplete, out of bounds. 37.6 seconds, 3rd and 10 from the 45. You see the Carlock Nissan replay. And that is actually Chuck Hutton. They sold that to Chuck Hutton, who's doing a great job. That's where my Rogue Nissan is from. Here's the peg, a little short that time. Couldn't get his feet set. Fairly good rush, and it'll bring up 4th down and 10. Ball still on the 45. Clock says 37.6 seconds left. Possession down for Hardin County. This time they go with a slot right with the wing back staying in. We get a good rush, and it looks like Ivy is going to be taken down. Wallace is there. Gadd was all over it. And Hayden Lucky with the big tackle, and the ball goes over on downs. All South Gibson has to do is take a knee, and this contest will basically be over. 32.3 seconds. An outstanding effort by the young men, held on to the football for the most part, and I think we recovered the only fumbles that we did have. Had an intercepted pass earlier in the contest, and as you see the ball snapped, that will be the last play as time will run out. Both teams will line up for the sportsmanship line. They'll go by and congratulate each other, and this was a well-played game that both teams hustled. Hardin County will work on the wet ball drill maybe a little bit. Their coach is a good one. He was their defensive coordinator. Coach Ben Johnson gets his second win of this season, and this was important for positioning in the region, 6-4A. It's a tough region. We'll be back after telling you it was a 20-3 final. South Gibson over Hardin County. You're watching and listening on the BallGame Blitz and South Gibson High School Network. Let's take that time out.
Has your home comfort gone to the dogs? Beat the heat this summer with Jackson's most trusted team of technicians at McCoy's Heating and Air Conditioning. Our York certified and trained technicians can repair or replace your HVAC system, keeping everyone cool so you don't end up in the doghouse. Sit, relax, simply call or go to our website. It's wonderful to chill knowing you always have someone by your side. Your HVAC system's best friend, McCoy's Heating and Air.
No matter where you are, you can shop 24/7 at HumboldtDodgeChryslerJeep.com with the area's largest used car inventory.
Downtown is thriving, and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
Hello, I'm Chad P. Wilson with Foundation Bank, a family-owned community bank here in West Tennessee. Your checking account should be more than just a place to store your money. Our foundation benefits with high-interest checking account pays you interest, but also includes identity theft monitoring, cell phone protection, and roadside assistance. Start a financial conversation with us today by visiting our website, foundationbank.org, or call us on the number on your screen. In the meantime, God bless you.
Terms and conditions apply. Foundation Bank is a member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
We are back here. A tremendous victory, 20-3 for the Hornets over the Tigers. Two fine young teams, and both of them are relatively young. Yes, there's seniors that are playing for both teams, but and we will dispense with our normal stats. The camera crew has done a great job tonight, and I'm going to bring my little light with me the next time, but I will not complain about my air conditioning. I love my air conditioning in here. It is great. Christopher Reason's done a good job. Our good crew from next door, we appreciate them. Great effort tonight. A lot of heat brought by the Hornets. And, Chris, do we have some replays? Let's get those replays up there and we'll talk about them. Of course, Hardin County did open the scoring, but here's the Chuck Hutton Nissan replay. And you see Leighton Robinson's going to throw a pass right across there, and that is Jackson Young, the young freshman, with the touchdown score there. Here we are. Robertson gets the football, and there's another touchdown catch right there at the goal line. And of course, the only score for Hardin County was their exchange student, Keitsa, and I hope I get this right, Rushha. He kicked a 24-yard approximately field goal in the first quarter, and that was the end of the scoring for them. Reed scored early on a 5-yard touchdown run. It made it 7-3. And then we got a safety that made it 9-3 in the third quarter at the 4:19 mark. And, of course, we had a couple of nice things happen at the goal line. We had the 127 mark. We scored again on a touchdown. And in the fourth quarter, a 20-yard field goal by McGowan that made the final score 20-0. And again, pardon me for having a little trouble reading my notes, and I had to hold them up to the stadium lights here, but that's okay. It's a great victory. We'll have more about this contest and more. Next week we'll be at home again. It's homecoming as the group from Kentucky comes in here. And, of course, remember, you still got freshman games and all kinds of things. And get your Hornet app. The South Gibson County Hornets have a very nice app. Let's check the football out, the varsity football coming up, and we'll tell you what is on the schedule. Of course, we now go to 2-1 on the season, losing 34-28 to Milan, beating Hamilton 28-20, and Hardin County was just beaten 20-3. And believe it or not, that is our lowest point total of 20 tonight. And upcoming games on September the 13th is homecoming against Christian County. Then here at home again on September the 20th, USJ comes. And then the first road game on the 27th to Chester County. Then the second road game on October the 4th. We go to Dyer County. October the 11th is fall break. We'll be off that one. Resume action with Lexington coming to town on October the 18th. And Northside will be here on October 25th at South Gibson, and we'll be on the road for the last game of the year as we travel to the Hawks Nest Southside on November the 1st. Some great action coming up. And, of course, don't forget the volleyball team playing in Sevierville. Soccer team will be back in action next week. And check out the golf teams and cross country and see what those teams are doing. And if this is correct, what I have, let me see if we can help the JV and freshmen out a little bit with their schedule. And those games, I think, upcoming on September the 9th. Well, there'll be a game at Westview. And on September the 16th, Crockett County comes to play a JV game against the South Gibson team right here. A lot of great action. And don't forget to support the sponsors that we have for this, because you get these games free. The happy final, and we appreciate Hardin County and their coach Alex Seaton, and I still call him Coach Smith, Matthew Smith, who's their athletic director, and all of their help for rosters, information, etc. like that. And we appreciate their crew giving us the pronunciation for the young kicker. We also have to appreciate our coaching staff here, head coach Ben Johnson, the rest of them, and each week we'll tell you about two more of the coaches, just like we have a senior spotlight. But we got to appreciate Mark Dunn and Phil Rogers. Phil, the principal, one of the finest guys you'd ever want to meet. Mark Dunn, nobody works any harder than Mark Dunn does, and a great athletic director, but also a very fine assistant principal too, and the whole staff and all the cooperation we get here. You see up on the board some of the great people that bring our executive producer, and he runs around sometimes like a chicken with his head cut off because he has to be everywhere and can't be everywhere all at the same time, but he does a good job trying. Paul Schulze of Worthy Road Studio. The director is the one and only, and I may kidnap him and make him do all kinds of sports that I do because I love him to death, Christopher Reasons. Main camera tonight, Braden Rowe, and we thank you, Braden. Replay operator, Stephen Childers. And, of course, Walter Droke right there on the sideline, play-by-play by Coach Joe Holloway. Remind you that this is a copyright broadcast for 2024 by Worthy Road Studios. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or further use of this contest without the express written consent of Worthy Road Studios is prohibited. We want to say thanks for your time this time. Till next time, good night all. See you next week.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 1 million views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,700 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, South Gibson County, USJ, TCA, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.